Hey y'all, Yuritsa here, covering my address and real legal name for this month's Sugar Muses box. Hopefully I'm getting all of these videos posted up in the same day, but I am literally filming this back to back. So, I'm so excited. So many witchy things. I was very disappointed with Sugar Muse last month. So I'm hoping this is different because they're usually like, until last month, I had never been like mad about a box ever. And yes, I'm totally wearing my PJs off screen. Sugar Muses, let's go. This is the view when I first open a box. I really need to get some better lighting tripod. I am working on the funds. I have created a Patreon-esque thing called Coffee. It's spelled K-O-F-I. I have the URL at the end. It's kind of like Patreon, except that I don't have to give away all of my rights as a creator, and it's not currently subscription-based for me, but if you want better lighting and tripods and all of the things for me to film this better, that's gonna be how I fund that, because your girl is just not right now. Anyway, rant over. That looks like Freya. It's pretty. The artwork in Sugar Muse is always like made by the creator, I want to say. Yeah, Christy. Signed there, so that's pretty. So that's right on top. Sorry, I'm scatterbrained. I'm trying to rush through this without rushing through this. So apologies in advance if I talk quickly or too low. Hopefully it comes out okay. Here's the spoiler sheet. That's the word I was looking for. Illumination, celebrating the summer solstice. Litha is the name given to the Sabbath celebrated at the summer solstice. This is the longest day and shortest night of the year, marking the pinnacle of the sun's power. Depending on your individual spiritual path, it actually says depending on your individual spiritually path, but we'll look past that, sorry. There are many different ways to celebrate Litha or Midsummer, but the focus is on celebrating the power of the sun. Flowers and herbs have reached their peak strength, and it is traditional to gather them for their magical uses during this time. At Midsummer, the primary themes are abundance, growth, protection, illumination, strength, personal power, and divination. This month we focus on rune divination. Sick, because I've been wanting to get into that, but tarot is my one true love. Okay. They are popular with some of the Norse cultures that considered Midsummer to be one of the most important holidays of the year. The magical contents of this box can be used in the order they're listed or separately, and then it goes on to list the stuff, and then, oh, that's gotta be a little annoying for whoever's using it. Well, maybe not. It has a summer solstice ritual that starts right on the bottom of this page and then goes to this one. Oh, I guess the whole, yeah, okay. This is just like a, this is what you need list, and then this is the actual ritual. So you could keep just this page to do it. I'm not even gonna read this. It is so long, and I will make my own ritual anyway. Cool. That's that. There is a business card. Last time this contained a tarot card, so it feels like it contains a tarot or oracle card. Yeah, it's too big to be. I've seen this deck before on my Instagram feed. I don't know what it's called. I'm gonna find out in a second. This is the back of this card. Let's see, it's 31 Mani. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Some kind of Norse figure. Sorry, I'm trying to find out some more info for you. Last month I decided to include a tarot card. After overwhelming positive response, I've included a tarot card with this month's box. Well, it's not really, sorry, that's splitting. Well, is it splitting hairs? It's not a tarot card. It's an oracle card. Your card was chosen from the Viking Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. For more info, go to Sugar Muses website. So the Viking Oracle. I knew I'd seen this before. So that's cool. Taking a little leaf out of the Witch's Moon book. Smells lovely. Ooh, look at that. That looks sick. Let's find out what's in here. There's some bags of herbs on the side here, so I'm gonna start with that. We have lemongrass. Always nice and full. And then lemon balm. Yeah, these are always like packed as much as she can get them, which I, very much appreciate. And then we have a crystal grid, I guess, cloth, which is cool because I have a tiny little travel one that I got from a different box. It's like a actual crystal grid, but this is a little bigger and more complex. I don't know if it's supposed to be used as a crystal grid, but that's probably how I will use it. Yeah, altar cloth / charging grid. Use this cloth featuring sacred geometry as a crystal grid, an altar cloth, or with your runes. To charge with solar energy, place it in the sun for a few hours preceding June 21st. The energy will be transferred into magical working and enhance the power of your work. I don't know why, I guess she's included the date because Litha, but like the sun is out for more than just the summertime. Cool. Into this, and it very much color-wise fits my aesthetic, especially because gold has been very much a thing in my journaling and stuff recently. There's these weird dried flowers, which I know from past experience, even though they're in there, are not going to be identified or anything. And then, God, okay, now there's this mess to dig through. Let's see, a bottle of, I'm assuming, some kind of oil. Yeah, Sugar Muses Freya oil. I don't really smell anything. If there is a scent, it is subtle. Which again, is not always a bad thing. Ritual can get smelly if everything is really potent. Let's see, of all the Norse gods and goddesses, Freya alone has enjoyed unbroken worship throughout history. Goddess of magic, love, fertility, and healing, patron of wise women, seeresses, rune mistresses, and healers. Called the Shining One, legend recounts how she was cast into fire 3 times, each time emerging unharmed, thus earning the name. This organic natural oil contains lemon, grapefruit, and bergamot essential oils, sunflower oil, and vitamin E oil. That's probably why it's so subtle, is because those are not very strong scents. Cool, cool, cool. So yeah, pretty decent sized bottle. Just there's no dropper or anything. It's just open. So that's that. Ooh. I feel like I want to save this for a second. Summer Solstice Ritual Candle. Awesome. Cool, cool, cool. A little bit of a scent to it. And a little bit of color, which I think is just maybe from those petals. It's a little bit pinkish. I know you can't see it in so much in the yellow light. Usually they're just, the candles are just white. She hand pours them herself. So they don't always burn like super evenly. It's fine, I don't care. Candle was hand poured and charged to evoke solar energies, created to capture the essence of the sunrise with hues of pink, orange, and yellow. It represents the element of the sun and of fire. It encourages the positive aspects of protection, warmth, growth, and lights the path to progressive movement. Naturally organic and vegan, it contains soy wax, dried flowers, orange peel, and lemon oil. So, cool. I like lighting these in the morning a lot of the time as I do my readings and stuff. Feels like a crystal tied very tightly. There we go. Yes. tiger's eye, I'm thinking. But like a funky chunk of it. Like, look at that. Ooh. I'm into it. It's weird. Like, the cut of it is just different from all the ones that I have, in a good way. Yeah, raw tiger's eye. It's said to contain both the power of the earth and the sun. Tiger's eye is often used in prosperity rituals or those designed to attract money. This gemstone has a strong protective and grounding energy and can be charged in the sun's rays. Witch tip, I have a little piece of tumbled tiger's eye that I keep in the pocket of my leggings and stuff when I work out for energy. That's usually how I use tiger's eye, on like a day-to-day. Cool, 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 cool. Not trying to be funny, I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything, because I definitely have before. Not since I've been filming these, but like when I used to open them myself before, I would totally just lose something in the mess of paper. Okay, now I can see some other stuff that's in there. Well, it's running out of room. So a bundle of something. Blue sage. She calls it a smudge bundle. Sage is part of the mint family, and it's masculine in nature, associated with the element of air. Blue sage emits a more subtle aroma than white sage, but still has all the benefits of its more popular counterpart. To use, light one end and then blow out. Yeah. Cool. Used for longevity, wisdom, protection, and the granting of wishes. Smells so good. I'm gonna call it a cleansing wand. It's nice and big. Cool. Cool. We have some incense. This smells very similar to the Witch's Moon incense I just looked at or smelled, whatever, because I just opened that box too. Very lemony. It's not lemon grassy. This is like straight lemony, which I do like citrus. Lemon incense sticks, yeah. Lemon is purifying, cleansing, and is used in love and protection spells. It's very citrusy. Sorry, I just feel like I have lots of smells in my nose, and so I'm like huffing them out. That smells good. There are 1, 2, 8 of them. Here. Where do I even go next? Okay, so there are 3 things left in the box. I'm gonna still save this for last because it just feels like it has a bunch of things in it. I'm gonna do this next. I hope that's cool with you guys, that sometimes I'll set something aside. I just feel like sometimes I hate it when like the last thing that I pull out are like incense sticks. I'm like, that's cool, but I want to end on like a higher note than that. Ooh, look at this baby. I don't know what this is. I feel like I do, but yep, orange calcite, that's what I thought. It will enhance all the gifts you possess. Strong energy amplifier and cleanser. Charge in the sun for a few hours. It's a powerful happiness stone. Yes, I love calcite. Freak yeah. And I don't have a big chunk like this of it yet. Cool. Sorry, it's hard for me to. And it's a nice size too. So 2 stones. And then there's This, it kind of looks like soap. Let me pop it out while I scan this list. Yeah. Herbal organic soap contains rosemary, basil, and thyme herbs, rosemary essential oil, olive oil, coconut oil, soybean oil, corn oil, sunflower oil, organic shea butter, and water. Used in ritual baths before performing any energy work or magical rituals. Ugh. I do not like the smell of that at all. I feel like a bull, like just, sorry, I hope that's not too annoying. I mean, I like rosemary and I like basil and I like thyme. How do I put this? But I don't want to smell like a rotisserie chicken. I do not like that as a soap at all. I mean, I also don't really use soaps. I usually slip them in my drawers to keep like the air in there from getting stale. But I'm not gonna do that with this one. Just not into it. I'll probably see if a friend is into it. Just a personal preference thing. It's not like it's a bad quality. Like it feels like pretty decent quality. Obviously can't know for sure unless I use it, but I'm not going to, so I will never know. This is it. This is the last thing. I assume there's runes in here, but it feels like it kind of felt like maybe there were runes in here, which is part of why I wanted to save it. But it also feels like there's other stuff, like there's definitely like a papery thing feeling in there. Okay, I'm just gonna start pulling things out. Yeah, it's a little booklet, runes. We'll look at that together in a second. Oh. Okay. Sorry. These are the runes. I'll take them out in a second. Mass market. Looks like it. A little booklet, yeah, in several different languages. Yeah, the English part of this is about 5 pages. Yeah, there's a little intro. Wood runes. For a simple summer solstice divination, pull 3 runes. The first one you pull down will represent the year behind you. The second represents the present. And the third, the remainder of the year. You can either ask a question of the runes before you pull them or just wait and see what's revealed. May you find the answers you seek and your personal path be illuminated. Kind of weirded out that there's no credit. Like, I don't know who made this. Oh, okay. Los Garabeo. Which they make tarot decks too, I think. Like when you ever see a deck that has the names in 4 different languages in the corner, that's Los Garabeo, if I'm remembering correctly. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better about it because it's not... Part of why my initial reaction was, oh, mass market, is because of the extremely appropriative and problematic Egyptian mirror that I got in the last box. So I was very apprehensive, but I still don't, I mean, maybe I'm just too picky, but these are what they look like. They're very chunky and clunky, and they just don't, I don't know, the energy of them just doesn't feel very authentic. Like when a tarot deck is mass printed, that's fine, because otherwise how would they be affordable or accessible or all the things? And also, like, the energy goes into creating the art. I always just kind of envision that my first runes would be handmade, like that I would make them myself or purchase them from someone who made them themselves, because it's not like you can't pour any energy into it with the artwork, because it's like they're symbols that are already created. Like you're not making them up. I don't know, I'm a little sad. I'll try them, I guess. But I don't know, we'll see how I connect with them. Tried to be not so skeptical. I'm trying to make it so you can see them. So this is the big bundle of them. They just feel cheap. And I'm sure, I am absolutely sure as an independent one-person box creator that it's like you've got to find ways that if you want to introduce runes to people, I understand you can't you probably can't afford to buy a bunch of handmade ones, because like that's expensive and you need to put other things in the box and there's shipping fees and you have to pay yourself and all the other kinds of things. But I'm just so used, I feel like maybe there's something going on in her personal life, because she usually hand makes everything. And she definitely hand poured the crystal, made the oil and the soap, but then she just bought everything else. And I'm gonna give it one more month, and then, or maybe not. Not that I'll never return, it's just I think maybe this season of Sugar Muses for me is over, because it just always felt like there was so much heart poured into it, and I understand that can be draining. I do. But like that's what I came for, was that personal touch. And something can be curated and have a personal touch in that sense, but I don't know, something about this just like feels like I want to do runes this month. How can I get them as cheap as possible? As opposed to how can I get them cheap enough that I can afford them, but also, I don't know. I'm just pulling one. I don't know if this is how this works, but I'm trying it out real quick. There's a little thing on the back with the rune names. I'm not gonna be able to pronounce that, but it says C, H, Q, and X is the letter that it's associated with, or the sound. I can't pronounce that. What number is it? 13. They're numbered, so they're easy to find, so that's cool. U tree, period December 29th to January 12th. Time from 3 a.m. to 1:29 a.m. Response: secret, magic, mystery, sensitivity, clairvoyance, intuition, independence, duration, continuity, silence. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be a little less skeptical. I'm gonna give these guys a chance. Because when I do a first pull like that, I do it for with a tarot deck, at least for my relationship with them, and that's, intuition is a pretty good relationship to have with a divination tool. So I don't know how much of my negative response to this being mass market is really a negative response to just this, or also just in combination with that last box. It's hard to separate the two for me, but yeah, so that's it. Sorry for always ranting all the time. I hope that's okay with you guys. I assume those of you who stick around don't mind, or you wouldn't still be here. If you like my rants, feel free to subscribe and like and do all the things. Let's recap. Runes. Candle. Soap. Not into. Orange calcite, very into. Tiger's eye. Lemon incense that smells very good. Blue sage cleansing wand. Viking oracle, 1 card draw. Lemon grass and lemon balm. Freya oil. The ritual that she includes, which Cool if you need it, I just don't. This artwork that she included of Freya, and this super awesome crystal grid. Handmade in Indonesia. Hopefully it's ethically sourced. She's usually really good about that too. So maybe I just need to stop saving things for last and building expectations about them, because recapping that, I'm actually like, it's actually a really nice box that I just didn't feel connected to the runes when I pulled them out, like energetically. And I was so excited about them when I read that that was going to be a part of them. So maybe that's on me for building those expectations. Because yeah, I do like a lot of the rest of the stuff in the box. So we'll see. I'm probably going to give her one more month. We'll see. We will see. We will see. That is Sugar Muses for this month. Again, hope I'm not rushing or talking too quietly. Someone gave me feedback about that before, and I know you guys have said it was fine the last few ones, but I was super conscious about that, and right now I'm super conscious of the time, because I have one more box to do and just enough time to do it. So I'm gonna get right to that. Really hope I can get these all up so you can watch them in a row, because I feel like this is just one long video for me. Love you guys so much. I really appreciate your time and your support. Check out all of the things, Instagram, blog, whatever, if you feel like it. That's it. I'll see you in a second for me. Who knows how long for you, if at all. I'm feeling goofy today.